Hey up and welcome to the video. And first I want to apologise for the state of my voice. I've brought something back from holiday. I was going to come out yesterday but I felt crap. Feel a bit better this morning, but I just needed to come out and capture the heather. For the past 2 years I've missed the heather at its peak, at its nice full colour, and when it starts to die it goes like a burnished brown, and that's all I've had for the past 2 years. I was determined to get some shots this year of the heather in full bloom, and I think looking round at the moment I've just about caught it. So just want a few simple shots this morning of the heather, and I don't want shots of the heather on its own because that's a little boring. What we need to do is bring other elements into the shot. So I'm on Higgar Tor in the Peak District. It's a gorgeous morning. It's a bit windy, forecast to be windy, but so obviously on Higgar Tor we've got these nice rocks, greys in the rocks. We've got some green ferns that are still looking nice and green. So I suppose they're the elements I want to think to bring into the composition. The purple of the heather, the grey of the rocks, and maybe a spot of green. But I do want the majority of the image to be made up of the heather. So I want the heather to dominate the scene, so it's clear that the heather is the subject that we take in. The light's a bit in and out at the moment. There was a cloud inversion on the way up, which I nearly got sidetracked to go and take. I've not bought my 70 to 200mm lens today because I think that would distract me. I already have seen shots that I would have took with the 70 to 200, and I feel the shots of the heather today will be more between 14mm and maybe 70mm. So I've got my 14 to 24 and my 24 to 70, and it's really nice up here. It's refreshing. Just come back from that family holiday where it was 35 degrees and it's 13 degrees this morning, which is beautiful. No midges, and I think the midges, because it's a bit windy, I think the midges will keep at bay maybe. But yeah, some nice simple shots this morning of the heather. I'm quite excited by it, quite excited. Well, what a total plonker. I've just gone in my camera bag, and yesterday I was doing macro shots in the garden, and I got my macro lens on my camera, and it's still on my camera, and my 24 to 70 is back at home. I took my 70 to 200 out this morning, so I've only got my 60mm macro lens and my 14 to 24 to get the shots today. What a plonker. Ah! So the first shot I just took is dominated by this rock here, not by the heather. So now it's turned into a challenge because I've only got 60mm lens or a 14 to 24. What a plonker. Well, I've just tried some shots with a 60mm lens and I'm not happy. So I've now just got the 14 to 24 to use, and I've got to readjust my thought process now because I've pretty much thought I was going to use the 24 to 70 more than the 14 to 24. So maybe this will turn out for the better, I don't know, because sometimes when the choice is just one lens, maybe we can get something that we weren't expecting. But oh God, I'm normally so good at planning, and I blame the cold. I blame this, it's that fault. Okay, I've took a shot here, not happy with it, not happy at all. Something tells me I shouldn't have come out this morning. Now, whilst I was driving up today, I did have a specific shot in mind that I wanted to get, and it was going to be at 70mm, and I've managed to get the shot at 60mm using this macro lens that I didn't want to bring, and it was all about going in really close on the heather, so you've just got the colour in the bottom of the screen, and then we're focusing on Higgar Tor itself, and that puts the heather out of focus, and that's the kind of shot I wanted. Excuse me. So I'm going in really close, I'm finding some of the heather, going in really close, and then I've got my focus point on Higgar Tor. And again, looking back to Higgar Tor live view. Ooh, that's much stronger colours there, like that. Because I'm handheld, I'm using quite a high shutter speed. I'm on ISO 500 f11, 1/800th of a second it's giving me. But I finally, apart from these little grasses that's in the way, I think I finally got a shot that I'm starting to get happy with. Here's an opportunity with a 60mm lens. Quickly change to that. I think there's a composition here with the cows in. We need these cows to be in some sort of order now. I'm just going to slowly edge forward, try not to trip. Mum's moving. She looks big and powerful. I'm going to have to crop this in, but actually it's something different. I've never seen cows here. I'm not going to go too much closer. I think that's the point of where we're going to go, and that makes for a nice shot. I'm clicking because they're opening the mouths. The one on the left's looking quite let's put its head down. Never mind, I've got you. I don't think I dare move any nearer. Gorgeous looking things, aren't they? Absolutely gorgeous. You lot are. That one's moved now, which it means it's moved from, it's now left some space. Okay, having come on to Car Walk, I've got much better shots, and I think that was the trick this morning, and that would be my tip. If you come in here to photograph the heather, come on to Car Walk and look back towards Higgar Tor, because here you've got lots more heather and you've got lots of arrangements of rocks that you can put into a composition, and the wide angle lens is now working. I'm not crying now that I've forgot my 24 to 70, and this shot here, very much the rock dominates the scene, and I did say I wanted the heather to dominate the scene, and here in this bit it's quite spread out, but I just like this. I like this rock in the foreground. It's slightly raised off the ground. There's a little bit of heather at the bottom, so we'll include that in the shot, and we're focused on the rock. Now I don't know whether I like it or not. Oh dear, let's try vertical. I think vertical works because we've got another rock to the left there. Maybe we don't need the heather in. Let's just try and we'll crop out the heather from the bottom, and we'll just use the heather that's in the shot. But along Car Walk, I've got quite a few, compositions. Just looking back onto Higgar Tor, you've got the colour of the heather out there as well. And here on Coal Walk, you can just move around and get Higgar Tor in the shot with a few variations. Just a problem because the sun's behind me, it's casting a shadow, and because I'm very wide, sometimes that shadow can get into the shot, so just need to be careful with that. But I think that is the final shot. So what turned out to be a really awful morning, low mood because I've not bought the right lens, has now turned into something I'm very relaxed with. And I think out of all the shots I've got, it's probably the shots of the cows that I'll be happy with, because that was unusual. I wasn't expecting that. I'd only planned to take the heather itself. So I'm happy now. I'm ready to go back and edit this video. Now, talking of videos, I've just come back from the family holiday. I have released the first video from that, Minorca, first sunrise. So I'm gonna slowly edit all the others, but autumn is just around the corner. If the one thing the heather does, it tells you that autumn is just around the corner. So in between the Minorca videos, we'll drop the autumn videos in, because they're obviously seasonal as well. So thank you, massive thank you for watching. Give the video a like if you've liked it. Pop a comment in. Have you forgot a lens? I'm sure we've all done it. God, I think that's probably the second time I've done it, but it's not good. But anyway, we've ended on a high note. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. We're growing nicely. I'm very happy with how the channel's growing. There's no rush, as I've said before. Looking forward to autumn. Got a lot to photograph in autumn, so I've got high expectations of what I'm going to capture in autumn, and some of that's going to be with Eddie Skelson, who's wild camping now in a yellow tent. I can't see a yellow tent around here this morning, so clearly he's not out today. Okay, we'll end on a slideshow with our favourite images from this shoot, and I'll see you later on the next one. Beautiful. Might take another shot. Gorgeous.